I say we are moving as expected, many will think, what is he saying when the market is so volatile? Yes, before we started moving up, I explained yesterday why I think we are going for a ride. And the day before that, I gave you the reasons why I think XRP price is going to increase in near future. When many coins are running to the upside and XRP was slow, if you moved away, that's up to you, but I tried to inform you about this situation and this is coming. Now, what is that you have to understand, right? We started moving up, okay, that's cool, and now we are back in our trading range. From here, what should you look at? There's a lot of confusing stuff, right? But don't worry. Yesterday, I posted this one by, the time here shown is in UTC. For me, it was around the night 10:30 or something before I went to my bed for my premium and platinum members in my Patreon. Next morning, they say this. So those who prepared for that, it's ta-da, they got what they planned for. It's not a magic, it's just TA. Now, TA performs well when you can control your emotions. I know people, those who have better TA skills than me, but when the price was going down, we were riding all the way towards this bottom here. They were not there with that TA skills. So TA is important, but it should be with a human being who can control his psychology. When the market psychology is low, emotions are high. If you can balance your TA, that's how you give best information for those who follow you. Now, if you can read that language of technical analysis or learn to read that, you have that 70 to 80% hit rate when you see these stuff. Because trades are important. It's your money and you're looking for potential profits, not loss. Now from here, you should listen carefully, as I will take you guys through this bull run's latest information. You need to think why this will happen, or you need to understand what my points are and why do I think this is an exciting stuff. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Yes, we did show you this in last 3-4 days. Those who followed us knew this from a week that we are going to the upside. And there are guys who actually took benefit of the opportunity to get more value. They increased their portfolio in just 2 days. That was like magic for them. But it's TA with controlled psychology and emotions. The guy bought XLM when I highlighted that this is going to pump, and it went all the way up. Now, then I told there will be a correction. So he didn't actually catch the exact top, but he still managed to get that 100% profit. Then he moved in to another asset, waited for a little bit time, and then he saw my call of XRP when it was at 0.25, as you can see here. Then he doubled what he had in XRP. Now I have almost 180,000 shares of XRP. That's XRP units he's talking about. Then yeah, we talked lot about different assets and all, but this is an opportunity for you to look at the market and look at the technical analysis. Looking at the market, you see positive stuff coming up, but that's value. How do you convert that into the price? You need to do that. Now, it's based on practice. If you have been doing this for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you have that edge. If you are new here, first try to learn about the technical analysis, the charts, patterns, candlestick analysis, price action itself. and then try to combine the fundamentals, and that's how the markets lead you. Because when you see these kind of stuff, say January 7th, Saudi Arabia's central banks signed blockchain deal with Ripple, when there is a huge SHIT going on, right? So that gives you that ability to understand what really is happening for the financial infrastructure. Yes, I will not say that XRP is the only opportunity which you have there, because those who were here from last 3, 6 or a year listening to my channel, they know that when the tsunami is coming, all boats will rise together. But if you're looking for maximum return on your investment, that's when you will be looking at the TA and the fundamental to understand which asset has that maximum potential. And that's why I stick to my XRP, I buy at the bottom. When others were saying, no, wait, I was like, okay, it's up to them. But for me, this is an opportunity and I'm buying. Now that's completely your decision whether you should buy or not. But we can only show you the reality as we see, right? And that's why majority in the Patreon group are happy. When we broke below this, we were wicking down, the RSI was at the low, the MACD was traveling to the downside, price was going down, psychology in the market was low, and your emotion were really high. I still told you that we are holding this horizontal line of support. I showed you that we are in the accumulation stage. Think, many were crying when they missed out an opportunity to buy here in the accumulation range before this pump towards 0.78. Now, those who followed me got this information right then and there. I'm taking my profits around 0.75. Now, this call of 0.78 to 0.8 I made back in August. So you actually had August, September, October and November to get into this train. But obviously, you believed some others. You didn't watch the SI and you missed the boat. But right now, if you are watching this, that means you can see this possibility. We had a resistance here. Now, this screenshot is old. The price right now is above that trend line, 0.33. What I'm showing you is, I showed that this is another level of resistance. That means if we are going above that, the door to volatility is getting opened. And that's what you see here. The door to volatility is open. Now, you can move way back towards the all-time highs in XRP. And when I say this right now, when the price is 0.33 and shows you towards 3.8 to $4 and above, you'll think I'm mad. But wait, those who were here back then knew what I showed you guys. Now this was exclusively for my Patreon guys, but after some days I also showed you guys there is a possibility that this is happening. We may consolidate in this area, in this accumulation pattern and then burst. Look at the date, it was in August 6th. So you really had a lot of time to get in, to accumulate around 0.3 towards 0.21. We consolidated there. Then we bounced. If you go back and look at the recent chart, you can see we went around 0.78 towards 0.82, and different exchanges, the price looks a bit different, but the reality is this. So if you can understand the probability of what's coming ahead and you have 70 to 80% hit rate, yes, that means 20 to 30 times. And if you're calling 100 calls, 20 to 30 will be wrong. Say in 10, 2 to 3 will be wrong. But 7 to 8, when you get that right, is when you make that profit. So when you look at this chart right now, you have an opportunity. We corrected, we are bouncing back. Now, when we are bouncing back, you'll need to also look at this. Yes, the RSI is showing you that round bottom. Yes, the MACD is showing you across to the upside. But the price now, with that long candle, broke the 50-day moving average. But you have to understand, we are moving, right? When we are moving in that direction, say for example, I got that one wrong. The 200-day moving average, we actually broke above the 200-day moving average. And now the 50-day moving average is above. will act as resistance, say around 0.5, but right now we are in the mid-range of this resistance zone. So if we move into this one to look at a mid-term scenario for XRP, in the RSI, we have to actually come back about this trading range. And once we are back there, that's going to be cool again. Now, why I say again? Because there is a lot happening. If you add this there, understand that the rounded bottom is still valid. SEC just gave you another opportunity to buy this. Yeah, they tried to shake out and many was shaken and many left out. Even the tallest, biggest and all in the XRP community showed what they are about, how strong they are emotionally. And then the price came back up this one. That is not a small thing, guys. This is the accumulation zone. We were in that for a long time. We broke out. Then you got a diamond chance to buy back. And right now we are above that. So the weekly candle, it's just one candle which was below this. Then we came above. If this one closes above this, it's going to be that diamond chain. But on the weekly, 200-day moving average will act as a resistance. And you need to wait for that. Don't get too much excited about price movements, because that changes your emotion. And you shouldn't be much of that emotional creature when you're an investor. Look at this monthly chart. And this one you can see after we broke this particular level of 0.17, where we closed, the open and close of the candles are within this. We have wicks above and below. But right now I'm showing you this particular range which is confirmed. Now, we came back into the range, we found buyers there and they are buying back up. We are moving to the upside. Right now on a monthly, 50-day moving average is above the price, acting as a resistance. So when I come back and show you the trend here, this is a resistance in a trend line that directly reflects back to what I just showed here. But the RSI is showing that it's moving above 50 on a monthly. That's neutral to bullish, not bearish. Then if you want to get more information inside that, you zoom in a bit in the same pattern, that's weekly, and you get to see this one. That's really exciting, guys. If you look at this area showed you that reaccumulation phase in a bull run. Now here you are getting that accumulation phase after the bear market. So both of them were great opportunity. This was like you had 10-15x from there, but this thing is going to give you massive profits. And when I say massive, I look at something like this. I know when we broke below this particular area, a lot of guys were saying, nah, it's going to break, it's going to go down to 0, to 0.1, blah, blah, blah. But at least, if you get that confirmation that it broke below, it's consolidating there and then moving down, okay, we can stand with them. Because right now, if you look at this arrow, don't be confused, I'm talking about the volume here. Look at the volume when it was here in the bull run. That was 300 days, 315 days to be precise. Now, if you extend that to 320, 322 days, it should move towards, say, now this line will be extended from around 85 towards 180. So, based on the number of days taken to move to the upside, you will definitely see this. Now, that's on a weekly chart. So, if you go back onto that weekly chart, to actually measure the number of days taken in this bull run right now, it would be around 200-250 days, I guess. I'm not actually sure about that, but I'll reconfirm that for you guys. Yeah, 280 days. Now, what's special? If it is based on history, we only have like 30 to 40 days. But I'm not saying in 30 days we will reach $180. Maybe this market cycle is extended, but there is a catch in this. This one, 315 days is not from the bottom of that cycle, but from the start of the break of this pattern. And that's when you see this area. It can be like this, say in this particular manner. When you plot this, it is around November 21. And what's special about 2021 November? You get the ISO 20022 executed in majority of the banks. Wow, interoperability layer and the market cycle moving in the same direction. That's a great opportunity, and that is the opportunity of this decade. How you get this? You do time series analysis, you do the price fluctuation analysis, you do the trend and pattern analysis, and combine all of those. So, what you get? It's huge opportunity. In the RSI, you can see we were always moving within that. Yes, we had this low, we broke, we came back, we retested and then went back. And that was the time many were saying, no, we are going to 0 or 0.1. But many missed this one. We slowed down there. We were slowing around at bottom in a shorter time frame there and moved to the upside. And I always showed you what really was happening. I didn't say sell your XRP, move to another asset and all, but yes, those who are in US, they have difficulties. They would be concerned regarding the exchanges delisting, halting and other stuff. But from this TA, when I take you guys towards this thing, that is the fundamental, you'll understand why I stand in my words. I don't change my words. Now, here, when you look at this type of news gives you that positivity that this is happening, guys. If you believe this or not, crypto is moving up, and this time there will be a leader because the financial infrastructure itself is changing. So what all you have to look at? Last year, you got a lot of huge news. This was the main things which you had back in last year. Now, why is that important right now? You invest based on the fundamentals which you see now and what you see in the future. So that's what majority of investors did. Now, why is this one so important? When I show you that Saudi central bank is signing a blockchain deal with Ripple, and then Saudi is going up 75% in digital payments, you get that. I don't think you need, double cognitive ability to boost that knowledge to understand this is happening. This is cool, guys, and this is the reason why you see the price going up. In previous videos, I explained you that document from Ripple, right? And in a video previous to that, I gave you the reasons from IMF, and that IMF report and Ripple's report both looked similar. And it's not just a coincidence. There are reasons for why that's happening, because IMF is getting technology-based advices from these experts. Now, yes, there are guys in USSEC who don't actually understand the reality. But I want you guys to be fully aware of the reality. SEC, yes, they filed a lawsuit. I agree. But this tweet from Stuart is clarifying you what you should be really thinking. Because here at the bottom, he followed up a key point to keep in mind. Even the SEC acknowledged that our customers are actually using XRP to convert fiat into XRP and then back into another fiat currency, and all of that happens in 90 seconds. So that is what a bridge currency does. That's a convertible virtual currency. Now, even after saying this, if that SEC guy is thinking that it's a security, it's a little bit of confusion there. But when you come to the recent SEC news, you kind of get what they are actually thinking. They're trying to make this a digital asset security in their own terms, because when you go through and read this article, what you get to understand is they are preparing a rule for, holding your digital asset securities. So it's holding for whom? It's for investors. They are preparing their brokers to prepare themselves to deal with the business of digital asset securities, in which they will deal with their customers. So they can hold and trade this digital assets. Now, digital assets that are issued or transferred using a distributed ledger technology may not be subject to the same established clearance and settlement process familiar to traditional securities markets and participants. That's when you again get that conflicting information, and come back to what Stuart was saying here. He is so clear because he works for that technology and he understands that technology. Now, when you listen to this, it kind of again go back against the SEC and what they said. I'll actually put all of this in the links. All of these links will be in the description if you want to go through that. You get to read this and you are going to blast in your fundamentals, and along with that TA ability, you will rock. Now, if you want these type of calls when it is really important for you and your portfolio, you can look at my Patreon group. The link is in the description below. Sign up only if you have a lot of different assets, or if you want more value for XRP, if you're trading that, if you're a holder long term, it's okay. You don't have to do that. You can do that if you just want to support the channel, but otherwise it's okay for you. You don't actually need that. So guys, I hope you received value for your time, and if you really did, please do support the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.